Yo, yo! Loud cars, loud noises. Listen, welcome to the Sunday service. This is going to be short Sunday service today because we're surrounded by marshals and people. Look, what? I love the smell of petrol. Mondello Park on a Sunday. Right now. Multiple other guys as well. They're surrounded by race drivers here. Hi Ricky. Some of these cars have come back in, so I'm trying to get into position so you can see them coming in. It's left in that section. Behind them. I'll show you some of the stuff that's in here. Like, it's this kind of gear that's around today. It's like some of these guys are F1 drivers and things. I know it's really early going. It's only 1:15 here in Ireland, but it's okay. There's nothing I can do about it at the moment. I'm going to have to cut this relatively short because I'm actually here working as well today. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go and invade the pit wall and I'll show you what it looks like when these cars are passing by. And then we'll have a look at the motorbikes on there as well. I'm in the pit lane, I gotta be careful. I don't wander out in the middle of it. So let's look at some of the classic cars. Just while we're here before they come back around again. So here's some MGs stuff as well. I've missed the Sunday service. Oh, it's back.
That's not 3 seconds.
You can support the Sunday service down below.
It was 2.4 as the cost.
And he gives us always welcome. Here's some vintage bikes on this way. We'll come to them, but what we're going to do is go to a pit wall right now, right? Want some more? Comment down below if you want some more. Let's have a look this way. Gets you closer to the action than to actually be on the pit wall. So they've gone around for another lap now, so I got about a minute before they come around again. So it's all about historic racing here. There's 50 years of Mondello has been going. Martin Baran, who was the founding member of this race, unfortunately passed away this summer, so he was supposed to race one of these cars, the Mondello vintage cars. He was supposed to race in that. He didn't make it, unfortunately, but his car is out today. His car is racing today. Here's guys up close. Make sure you comment. Let me know. Have I missed any comments? I'm sorry if I did. It is very loud, Ricky, yes. You can feel the noise, boys. You feel the noise. Those cars. These are the old V10s.
Wait a second. But actually a full chat passing by, right? I'm going to squeeze you in somewhere else. Hold on. Hold on, here we go. That's right. Anyway, lovely day. The rain has managed to hold off. The smell of burning petrol in shredded tires. Yeah, hopefully there's no shredded tires. There, making a documentary about Mondello and the 50 years that it's existed. An amazing track. has hosted some of the most amazing race drivers over the years. Even Senna drove here once. So it's got a history. There's all the crowd behind me as well. All these guys here, who none of them know that they're on the Sunday service, but you know, who cares? We go again. Towards the end of the pit straight, because they'll all come back in. You know what? 7 or 8 minutes
But if you just 0.5 of it,
I'll just let you listen to all that stuff in. These guys are all starting up. They're going out next, so they're starting to start their engines. If you're just joining us, I'm at Mondello Racing Circuit, the 50th anniversary of Mondello. Walking on the pit straight for you. The sound is getting me down. I'll tell you what, they were bringing up to the very first last corner before the main straight, right? So I'm going to bring you right up to the edge of that. We'll walk straight out where I shouldn't be walking, of course. Sorry, Mondello, I always get myself in trouble here. Man, we'll walk right out here. Get right into the action. That's a bit of a climb. Right, hold tough. Let's get them all the way on the pit straight. That's loud, boys. They make it tired. What question have I missed? None of this. We go back because I'd say Tommy Byrne, one of the lads get. Oh, someone's in the pits. Someone's pitted in, and the range is out. That green Lord is something amazing. Mondello's own car. The speed of those guys, honest to God, the speed of them under that. Come on, feel the noise. Right, that race nearly over. Let's see what's happening. Boy, has someone pitted in? What's wrong with the car? Oh, my head is bursting. I forgot my ear defenders. I should have brought ear defenders. There's all the vintage bikes. These are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful machines. They'll be out on track in a little bit. Let's go down and find out who pitted in. You're going to watch your back on the pit lane. There's sometimes cars pit behind you. You don't hear them. Here's one of the crazy racers that's pitted in. It's had some mechanical faults. I can smell what's wrong. It smells like a clutch is gone. These cars all have like proper gearboxes. They're proper race cars, right? This is old school stuff. So if you look in here, here's a cab. You see down here, it's actually a gear stick. The steering wheel, the whole show. So it's real racing. This isn't kind of automated special gearbox, right? These are actual just cars, engines. For a minute, answer some question for a sec. I don't know whose pitch this is, but no one's interested in the track. It is amazing video to experience the future. What you're hearing is the sound of the old Formula 1. Screamers. This is the way Formula 1 used to sound. This is what I grew up with. These are serious cars and serious drivers that are out there with them. So real competition. This is an actual competition. These guys win things. That's why there's some serious racing going on out there. Here comes another one around the back of us. You can hear them on the opposite side. Is that door open? We'll flit out.
Right, this is the other side of the pit lane. It's the bit that the public get to see. So you see they come down here last night with all their trailers and their camper vans, all their race machines. You see here Mondello van, or that one. It's invested in all of this sort of stuff. Some race truck put in a little race car. It's a really cool thing, that thing actually. And there's like in the back of a truck. But also today's Sunday service, guys, we decided to come back today for the Sunday service. Of course, we missed it. Is Mondello Park, 50th anniversary of Mondello Park. Here's some beautiful. Look at this thing. This is a Gordini Renault. Absolutely tremendous looking out. Look at that thing. Isn't that amazing? We were fitting the fuel tank to it earlier on. Second one there beside it. Here is a much loved BMW. Look at that car. Isn't that amazing? Right, we'll keep going around the track here. Oh yeah, I have to show you this bit. So earlier in the year, I drove with a fella called Hans Stuck in Skoda. 470 horsepower, 9,000 RPM. You can see his name on the side of Hans Stuck in the thing. Beautifully that one, if the tyres stay in one piece. We also have a couple of other cars here as well. You see them there too, all the Motorcraft Fords, shop cars. There was a BMW 1800, but I guess I was wondering. M1 is there. Martin was driving that at one point as well. Did his test. Go on, see a few boys over this way. I'll swing by. Bill Griffith Motors is here, of course. Here's a race car. I have to get out of the way. Redhead's Adventures here too. Person gas making some repairs. Making repairs, but we're live on YouTube. Making some repairs. Come on here. Making repairs. So you're right in the middle of it here. That's Oliver there from Gas Monkeys. He's got monkeys. He's after blowing his radiator. That happens. Repairs here. If it can't be repaired, I heard from Brent Hughes earlier on. If it can't be repaired with the cable tie or duct tape, not fixed. See if we can find someone else. I know most of the guys know me at some point. So I have all the Peugeots here. These are all kind of, I would say, normal race cars. I found heaven. Yes, I know. I'm in heaven all the time. I'm like this all the time. I should do this on the service from this. Quiz about who else we can find here. Here's MakeScarries.com. They sponsored this race for track days.ie, which is kind of cool. Loads of people getting their picture taken and stuff in the cars. Not a guy shop in their lunch now, so you can miss out here. Swing around this way. First faces, I know. This went off. This is the third time. I think the second time went this went off. Brakes failed. Final corner into the gravel trap. Of course, Ireland is also here, so we're going to squiz over this way. There's a Porsche 911. What's that? GTS 911. But that's not the Star. That's not the Star. That's, forget that. That's like a modern thing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful machines. Oh, don't like that for a second. Let's flip back this way. Might be a bit sticky out. They're getting further and further.
The control tower now from Southside Manufacturers. He's going to
still going. Don't worry. We're back. Signal's low. We're all right. Still going. We've reconnected. There's Brent.
And I believe that's part of the Irish historical.
Oh, look up.
It is indeed. It is
Free air show. Well, one plane.
The other aircraft that were supposed to attend were unable
Brent,
to
live on YouTube.
Oh, thanks.
Talk to me. How'd you get on?
Good day. Just first time out in the car, a little bit underpowered. We'll fix it and go again. Enjoyable day. Very good fun. A little bit slippy out there, but we're out here having a good time.
Brent put an MX-5 together in no time, literally, and put in a roll cage and took it out here today to race. Right.
It's easy done. You should get out and do it, folks.
Yeah, you say you got to get out and do some racing. Cheers, Brent.
Cheers.
See you later.
See you later.
We're all in, like the crowd's all here, guys. This is like the ultimate fan club for anything to do with racing. What have I missed? No DPF in our plane. That's somebody get their DPF removed, all right, yeah. Right, we swing back through the racing boys.
Way down on power, it's like about 120 horsepower.
Yeah.
A lot of the cars have got like 200-ish. But yeah, through the twisty stuff, it's epic.
Yeah, of course, you drift around the corners. We'll see your in-car footage next. I want to see it on YouTube. Involved with racing, people just literally buy MX-5s, put a roll cage in it, away you go, and you're in and racing, and that's that. So hopefully the playback of this will be okay for you all, because I know I'm getting a little bit of connection issues, but everybody on the Flavin circle is trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. And here comes the little plane again. Hang on, we get a little plane again.
Across the Fergus Brennan now over on the podium. Chipping it over to Fergus Brennan.
Actually call it chip.
Thanks, Jim. We're just waiting for the lads to come up.
Very old.
They can be a bit closer. I hope there's somebody there.
Really anxious for people. There he was. That's Mr. Kilbride there in that car. He's having a little rev up. Alright, let's squeeze over this way because the Formula Thing 5000 guys, racers will be heading back into pits. Do you want to meet Tommy Byrne? He's going to be surrounded by people, unfortunately. He will be literally surrounded. But we'll see what we can do. Leave with me. I'm going to walk into this man's pits right here. This is what we do. This is Frank Lyons. Frank's an epic racer. Interviewed him later on. There's his car doing reverse thing right there now. Back out in the pits. It's all gone quiet now, boys. We're
looking for Michael Lyons, Tommy Byrne, Dan Daly.
Here's Tommy Byrne here.
And Alan Girardet.
Just passing through. How'd you get on, Tommy? Did you win?
Good. No, I didn't win. Finished second.
Oh. Still did well, though.
No, it's not bad.
You just go to the podium, I think, do you?
Where is it?
Up that way.
Tommy Byrne and Alan Girardet.
There's Tommy Byrne.
Podium immediately, please.
Just catch it immediately, please. Bob, let Tommy Byrne get up to the podium, please. We got more racers here coming and going. There we go. That's okay, I'm okay. You see it on the playback and on the rewind. More people are coming in. God, there's an acre of people crossing the track right now. They're so far away, I never really show them. Even an idea, hold on, we're getting an escort from up there. So, way up there, there's a stream of people trying to come in.
Alan Girardet, Dan Daly, Michael Lyons.
Right, I don't know how long more I'll be able to keep this up, simply because it's just flat out busy here. And I'm going to stick the camera back on, the big camera, and get some more footage. Hopefully you're enjoying it.
Alan Girardet, and we have Alan's on his way.
We're currently in negotiations for a new sponsor to come on board, but if you're interested in sponsoring this channel, you can just get in touch with me directly. If your business, industry, whatever it is, and you want to get sponsorship and talk to the people.
First of all, we need Tommy Byrne. He's the first person we're going to call up. As explained in the commentary.
Get away from Fergus Brennan is doing the commentary there. Just get away from that mic. These guys are all cooling down now. These are the racers you were hearing screaming past you earlier on. Take a swing up. See how small they are? See they're dingy. They're going to be out on the track in a little while as well. And then the vintage motorbikes, which we're all a bit worried about because the vintage motorbikes leak oil. And once oil gets on the track, the race is over. They don't continue on. An amazing day here at Mondello. I love Mondello. I love when Mondello do days like this because it's very local. It means you can walk down, walk in, walk around. You can get into the pit lanes. Even as an ordinary individual, you can walk into the pit lanes here. It gets a little bit too busy. Sometimes some people come over this side of the track and there's just no interest going back, and then the pit lane has to be closed. So it does get that way. But hopefully, so I put this live on Rewind, you'll be able to see a bit better, and we put up a video as well, a full video as well, and hopefully you're able to hear me a little bit better now that the racing has ended. I thought I'd go live in the middle of that roaring engine. To do an interview with Tommy Byrne when he gets off the podium, he came second. Michael, I think, came first. I'm not too sure who came first. I don't know. It was live.
Yeah, well, you have one
Here's
more.
Here's a beautiful car. Look at one more car, right?
Hopefully you can do a little bit better.
Zoom by here. Nothing up stuff. Beautiful car. God, they look so good, don't they? It's all going quiet now, thankfully. Here comes the volunteer guys, the safety guys who do such a brilliant job at Mondello as well. All these boys here. They do the intervention stuff, the clean-up stuff, they drag you out of the pit, out of the gravel trap when you're stuck. It's, that's what they do every time. So now, coming up on the channel, there's going to be a pile of videos. I've fallen behind a little bit because I took a little tiny holiday in the middle of things as well. We took a couple of days off. I've done a camper van. I have another camper van coming next week. In a couple of weeks' time, I'm going over to Romania for a very special trip out where I'm going to drive an MX-5 over the Trans-Bulgarian Highway or something like that. It looks really good. I'm also going over as far as Austria for the launch of the Audi Q3 is coming up as well. So hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Probably are. The subscriptions are really up this month. There's going to be a ton of new content coming out. Tons of the sort of stuff. Road trip is definitely on, Andy, 100%. 3 days of driving through Romania. It'll be amazing. I'm down here with the vintage racer, vintage motorbike guys. These are epic machines. These Formula cars are noisy. These things are on a different scale. You can't stand down here when they're roaring as well. It's an amazing thing. Seeing as this has me looking at rear-wheel drive manual cars on Auto Trader, so I can pretend to be a race driver. You don't have to pretend. Literally, if you get something like an MX-5, something rear-wheel drive, or if you get a Toyota MR2 or something and put a roll cage in it, you can come down here and you can be part of the racing group. You just pay your fees, get your license, get checked out, get certified. You do it just the once, and then away you go. You can come down here and take part in these races. Now, look, I know guys that go broke doing this stuff. I'm aware of the expense that it costs, but it's nowhere near the amount of money that you have to invest to do something like road rallies, where it's 1,500 or $3,000 a weekend. These races tend to last 4 or 5 laps, and you just use the tires you've got, and you hope that you're going to get round and do laps and enjoy yourself. It's very addictive. I probably will be doing it next year at some point. I've so much fit into this year, cycling and running and stuff as well to do this year. Oh, by the way, if you want to cycle with me, I've taken up a lot of cycling. I did a Skoda cycle thing. I did a cycle video recently as well. I'll do another cycle video coming up soon. I'm taking part in the Tour de Boyne Valley, it's called. And it's on next month, the beginning of next month, or the last days of this month, or next month, or something. Very soon. Tour de Boyne Valley, look it up. There's a website dedicated to it. You can join me. It's 150 kilometres I'm going to do. You can join me, cycle on with me. I'll be happy enough if you come along. You want to. A lot of Skoda gang be there as well. You can see them too. What a beautiful place this is. Everybody's wanting to be on this. It's cool. It's such a cool place to be down in the pits. It's kind of quiet now. The air show is over, so you're going to see the next thing that'll happen now will be all the lads who go out in the vintage bikes, I think, are next. Let's see if I can find somebody who knows what's next. Somebody will have a list or somewhere of what's supposed to come next. We're running about 20 minutes behind, I think. 20 minutes or half an hour behind.
Later on the day. Well done to our top 3 in the Derek Bell Trophy. Manager Day,
you want to see?
They're going to stay here and get
I got a text there a second ago. You want to see Tommy Byrne's car? I'll show it to you now in a second. I have to zip along this way. There's the Lotus that was making some beautiful noises. Look at that thing.
Passed away only a few short months ago. And
look, I'll show you how low it is.
In memory of
here's my foot.
Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. There's plenty more to do. There'll be some
here's Tommy's car. Tommy
as well. More to come. And then, fortunately for you, you'll have Leo back later in the day as well. So make the most of the lunch break and then take your seats for another exciting afternoon's racing here at the 50th anniversary.
Ferguson's here as well. I'm going to catch Tommy Byrne. I'm going to get the sweat off him and do a proper interview about his racing life. He was in Formula 1 back in the 80s. He's got a Wikipedia page and stuff as well. So I had a look at that. It's really interesting stuff, and I want to chat to him about his life in racing, because racing is something you do, you're born to do, then you keep on doing, then you want to do more of, and you just can't stop doing it. So it's always pretty good. We are 25 minutes in. I am going to have to cut this short today because I'm on battery, I'm on mobile, I'm out in the middle of a racetrack and the Wi-Fi is a little bit unreliable. But it's a fascinating day nonetheless. Hopefully we have, Andy says, I have a wee Audi A4 with 1.5 TFSI, 150, so I'm similar. Both then, no problem with that one. Plenty of power in that, guys. Those MX-5s we're looking at with Brent's MX-5, that's a 1.8 litre standard stock MX-5 engine. There's nothing special about it. You scream along at your pace. It's up to you. Here's some of the motorbikes I think starting up now. They'll be warming our engines in a while to keep on going. everybody comes down here. The kids aren't really supposed to be down the pit lane, boys. It's very dangerous to come down pit lanes. Bit of safety first. It's very easy to get out of hand here. You all think you know what you're doing. It's actually quite dangerous down on the pit lane. I've seen people skittle, not here, but I've seen people skittle in pit lanes by cars just slipping a little bit and lads showing off. And the same for the pit wall. It's first, especially lap one. It tends to be the start of lap one tends to be the dangerous ones. Here's Mondello's own racer. I'll show you that. It's in the back here. Boys are working on it right now, so we're going out again. There it is right there. You can see that in Mondello Museum if you want to come along to it. Tip in, have a look. It's up here all the time. It's just today we're listening to it as well as looking at it. Noises are brilliant. If you want to support the channel, I really appreciate supporting the channel. You can, I know, because you type on hit return. It's very odd. But you can support the channel in many ways. If you want to be a sponsor of the channel, there is no sponsor at the moment. If you want to be a sponsor of the channel, you can take over sponsorship. There's a couple of interested parties, but I'm not firm, so I'm very interested in getting more people sponsored. I'd love to do something local.
A lot of people here would remember
something much more local than, you know, I don't want Squarespace sponsor the channel. You know, I'd rather have, I don't know, Mondello Park or a mixed garage or someone local or some small business even, just to try to get, I prefer to help the homeboys, you know. There's a couple of lads working on engines over here. Everyone's gathered around, bits of fairings and stuff that are taken off the car now. You can see the bits on the ground here. There's a lot of bits on the ground there. They're working on bits of the engine and stuff. But if you want, you can support this channel yourself, should you want to. If you click the links down below for Bitcoin, currencies, you can do it from PayPal, Patreon, and so on. Do that way too. Who's revving a bleeding engine? Oh, so lads here have Barry Baker has his lid off and his stuff together. So the lads are on lunch break now. Who's after commenting there? Hold on a second. Bob's recommendation of that engine. See, it's a good engine, Andy. Good engine. It's a good car. Not necessarily a race car, but it's a good car. This is cute as well. It's actually broke down. Never got to race in front of it. Quite nice. Oh, we have a timer thing here. Hold on, we got times here. Oh, that's not it. That's just a race of the car itself. Epic day so far. That's the smell of exhaust in the back of my throat. I'm going to need a drink shortly. This car is lovely. This is an Albus. Shiny. An Albus. Take the bus around the track. Just come to the track. Support racing any way you can, whether that be come to watch or come to actually race. Support racing. Do track days. Track days are brilliant. You know, you learn an awful lot about your car and your capabilities on a track day. A good track car. Do that. Watch the boy racers. I think you'd know better, wouldn't you? Slagging off Barry Baker, he's going to kill me later. So all the race drivers, a lot of race drivers here are fans of the channel, and I know most of them as well. I've worked with them before, I've filmed with them before, so they're all really interesting guys. What we'll do is go to the other end of the pits and see his lunch break now. The smell of burgers. I'm a vegetarian. This isn't good, lads. Yeah. Who we got up here? One I never saw before is Chuck Jones Racing. It's over there. Is that orange one? I never heard that one before. He's an American chap. I was talking to him around. He's very nice. Well, let's see if we can get some questions done. I'll go over to the pit wall for you. Aren't they good? Get a little bit quiet over this direction. Maybe. We'll drive anybody nuts. Right, what have we got? Question, boys. Here, just hold on. Fergus Brennan. Give me 1 sec. I'm live on YouTube. What's up? Here's Fergus.
Hello,
Fergus.
Bob. How are you?
All right. We're live, and these people are watching. And we're live during the loudest point of the day, which is those cars passing by. Brilliant. What's next, Fergus?
Well, next we have a lunch break, and there'll be nothing happening for a short while now, and then we'll be back to racing in the afternoon. I have to admit, there's so much going on, and I don't have it memorised. I'll have a quick look at the programme.
I'm the same.
pretending not to look down.
This is different.
And I tell you what, we're back after the lunch with...
the vintage bikes must be going out.
Yeah, we're back with the classic bikes, and then there'll be some parade laps after lunch. And the big thing that we're all waiting for, of course, is the rerun of the Derek Bell Trophy, because that was fantastic.
Yeah.
The cars are fabulous, and the race was fantastic.
There you go. See, from the horse's mouth, ideal. We'll keep moving, go around, see if we can get everybody in. I'll be back to you after lunch. Is that okay? I'll swing by your way soon. There's Fergus. Has done everything. Look at all the people around now. Here you go. See? They all come down after lunch, and it's always brilliant down around here. So, vintage bikes is after lunch. If you're in the area, drop in. Honest to God, I don't know how much it is. I haven't a clue to get in, but the grandstand is there. You'll get to see all the vintage cars, all the stuff I was doing as well. Your support on the channel means the absolute world to me. It's brilliant to have you here as a viewer. Don't put on an ad blocker for me, please. And if you want to support the channel, do it by PayPal, Patreon, do all kinds of ways. Bitcoin is down there, not over to shite anymore, but much, very good, Spanish onion. €300 for 10 laps with an instructor. See, that's for nothing. You will learn so much in those 10 laps from an instructor, particularly around Mondello. It's a technical track. It's not a very high-speed track. If you get it right, you can do really good lap times here in Mondello, but if you get it wrong, if you get one corner wrong, you get the next 3 corners wrong. That's how Mondello works, really. Do you know ambulances have Wi-Fi these days? Do you know that? I'm not joking. Wi-Fi in an ambulance. If you're a patient and you're going to hospital, you might need some Wi-Fi. You should check your emails. And we're along the pit straight. The other end of the pit straight now. There's the tower up there at the top, the control tower for the whole thing. An amazing day out if anyone wants to come along to it. In the 911, yeah, 911 is there. Why can we have F1 at Mondello? Mainly because it's too small a track. F1 tends to be run on a massive track. I mean, really broad, really wide. We don't have the facilities for it either. In fairness, it's just so small here. This is the entire pit lane, from starting from here down as far as you can see down there to the end. That's as big as it gets. Formula One is a circus, and I literally do mean a circus. If you ever went to a Formula One race before, you know what I mean by circus. It's crazy. This entire county will be taken over by what it comes with a Formula One run. This has been an absolutely brilliant day out. I've really enjoyed this so far. Mondello Park has put on a great event. I was talking to Ian Beattie, a mate of mine. He's the track manager here today, I think. And where's the rest of the boys? I forget where they're gone. They're around here somewhere. There's more lads around here. It's been absolutely brilliant. The Sunday service will return as per normal back next Sunday. This will, of course, go out as a podcast, which is available through the normal podcast routes. If you're getting on iTunes or wherever, more lovely noises or whatever. Wherever you get your podcastings from, you'll find the Sunday services up there as an iTunes podcast. If you want to sponsor the channel, I really appreciate you getting in touch with me. Some of you have. There's a few interested parties, like I say. First one across the post is going to take, simple as that. Hopefully something will come of that very soon, because it's really expensive to expand. I'm looking this year I'm looking to expand and hire an editor for the videos, someone to take over all of the edits and stuff that goes with it. That's going to be a long, protracted negotiation, because it's an editor is something, it has to be perfect. But I want to work with someone, preferably maybe even Portlaoise. If we can find someone very close to me, would be brilliant to help with the filming and the editing. That'll hopefully later on this year. The expansion of the channel totally relies on you putting the word out that this channel wants to expand in the first place. So hopefully you'll help me expand. I know I can't rewind it today. I'm not using OBS. I'm out live. I'm out here at the Mondello racetrack. It's lunch break right now. Starving as well. And I have to get home to collect the kids. And I have to put another video out today. And I have to do something else as well. I can't remember what it is. It'll remind me eventually. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's Sunday service. We return as per normal next week, next Sunday, 2 p.m. GMT, right here on my channel. This video will upload. Of course, you'll watch it the rest of the day. And next week, I have the Polo GTI video mostly edited. I have another video coming out about a Skoda bicycle. And we're going to try and arrange a race. So if Sinead McCann is watching, give us a buzz. I might want to race you on a bicycle. There's Ken. We're live, Ken. Hello. Ken is in the slowest car on track at the moment, but he'd probably be the fastest round the track anyway, wouldn't you?
Fastest ever.
He's a race manager. Listen, I'm going to go. I'm going to get back to work. Thank you very, very much for watching. Hopefully you will support the channel as best as you possibly can. Until the next time, I will see you on the far side. No, I can't finish it. Well, hopefully, oh, there we go. Right, sorry. Just finishing now, just pressing buttons. I'm nearly there.